Hello everyone, in this video we are going to cover the multiplication of algebraic expressions. You must be familiar with the basic operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. This video talks in detail about multiplication of algebraic expressions. Watch the video on Algebra Part 2 for addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. Why do we need to understand multiplication of algebraic expressions? We know that area of a rectangle is given by A is equal to L into B, where L and B are the length and breadth of the rectangle. Now for some reasons, if the length of the rectangle gets increased by 3 units and the breadth increases by 2 units, the new area would be L plus 3 multiplied by B plus 2. So this equation involves multiplication of two algebraic expressions. Let's take another example. There is a cuboid with the dimensions L, B and H. The volume of the cuboid is given by L into B into H. Again, if the length of the cuboid gets increased by 3 units, breadth by 1 unit and height by 2 units, the new volume would be L plus 3 multiplied by B plus 1 multiplied by H plus 2. Again, we have an algebraic equation that involves multiplication of three algebraic expressions. To begin with, let's see the multiplication of a monomial by a monomial. For example, 5y minus 3x, 2y and minus y square are to be multiplied together. We first begin by multiplying the sign of the various multiplicants. These follow the basic rules of multiplication of sign, that is plus into plus becomes plus, plus into minus is minus, minus into plus is minus, minus into minus is again plus. So if the sign of both the multiplicants is same, the sign of the product would be plus. And if the sign of the multiplicants is different, the sign of the product would be minus. So in this example, we have the first multiplicand positive. When multiplied by minus, it becomes minus. When multiplied by plus, it remains minus. And when multiplied by the final minus sign, it becomes plus. Hence, the overall sign of the product would be plus. The second step is to multiply all the numerical coefficients. What is a numerical coefficient? If you need to know the details, you may refer to the video on Algebra Part 2. So let's multiply all the numerical coefficients of the monomials. 5 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. The next step is to add the powers of the like literals. For example, x to the power m when multiplied by x to the power n. The same base and different exponents, when they are multiplied together, the product has the same base and the exponents are added. So in this example, there is just one monomial that has x. So this will remain as x. But there are three monomials that have y. So the powers of y would be added in all the three monomials. Y to the power 1 plus 1 plus 2. So the final answer would be plus 30x y to the power 4. Now how do we multiply a monomial and a binomial? For example, multiply 5y and minus 3x plus 2y. There are two ways of solving this. The first one is called horizontal method and the second method is called column method. First see the horizontal method. 5y multiplied by minus 3x plus 2y. Using the distributive property, that is a multiplied by b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c, and if it is minus in between, that is a multiplied by b minus c, it becomes a into b minus a into c. Using this distributive property, let's first open the brackets. 5y multiplied by minus 3x and then plus 5y multiplied by 2y. Next, we multiply the individual monomials together using the rules of monomial multiplication. So the first set becomes minus 15yx and the second expression becomes 10y square. So the final answer is minus 15yx plus 10y square. Now let's see the column method. The multiplicands are written one below the other and then they are multiplied from left to right. 5y multiplied by minus 3x becomes minus 15xy plus 5y multiplied by 2y becomes 10y square. So if we see, the answer is the same whether we follow the horizontal method or the column method. Multiplication of binomials. How do we proceed when we have to multiply two binomials together? For example, if we need to multiply 5y plus 2x and minus 3x plus 2y. Again, there are two ways of doing this, the horizontal method and the column method. First, have a look at the horizontal method. 5y plus 2x multiplied by minus 3x plus 2y. Using the distributive property, that is a plus b multiplied by c plus d becomes a multiplied by c plus d and b multiplied by c plus d. So using the distributive property, the above statement becomes 5y multiplied by minus 3x plus 2y plus 2x multiplied by minus 3x plus 2y. On opening the brackets, we have 5y multiplied by minus 3x, which is minus 15yx, 5y multiplied by 2y, which becomes 10y square. 2x multiplied by minus 3x becomes minus 6x square and 2x multiplied by 2y becomes 4xy. Now we rearrange and bring together all the like terms. So it becomes 10y square minus 6y square and the two like terms minus 15yx and 4xy are added together to get minus 11xy. Let's see the column method now. Both the multiplicands are written one below the other with the like terms in the same column. Now we will first multiply the first term of the second multiplicand with the complete first multiplicand. That is 2x is multiplied by minus 3x to get minus 6x square and then 2x is multiplied by 2y to get 4xy. In the next row, we multiply the second term of the second multiplicand with the first complete multiplicand. That is 5y multiplied by minus 3x becomes minus 15xy. 5y multiplied by 2y becomes 10y square. Now we add all the like terms column wise and get the final answer, which is minus 6x square plus 4 and minus 15 becomes minus 11xy and 10y square. So again the answer that we have got using the column method is same as the answer we got by using the horizontal method. Either of these can be adopted, whichever is convenient. Now let's take an example of multiplication of a polynomial by another polynomial. For example, 5y plus 2x minus 3 is to be multiplied by minus 3x plus 2y plus 2. The first step is to use distributive property and open out the first bracket. So this becomes 5y multiplied by minus 3x plus 2y plus 2 will remain as it is plus 2x multiplied by minus 3x plus 2y plus 2 again remains as it is. Then minus 3 multiplied by minus 3x plus 2y plus 2 again it remains as it is. Next we open out all the brackets using the rules of multiplication of two monomials. 5y multiplied by minus 3x becomes minus 15yx. 5y multiplied by 2y becomes 10y square. 5y multiplied by 2 becomes 10y. 2x multiplied by minus 3x becomes minus 6x square. 2x multiplied by 2y becomes 4xy. 2x multiplied by 2 becomes 4x. Minus 3 multiplied by minus 3x becomes plus 9x. Minus 3 multiplied by plus 2y becomes minus 6y. Minus 3 multiplied by plus 2 becomes minus 6. So we have to be very careful when we have a negative number outside the bracket while opening the brackets. Now we rearrange all these terms to bring together all the like terms. 10y square minus 6x square. Next we have 10y and then minus 6y. 4x plus 9x minus 15yx plus 4xy. Please note that minus 15yx and 4xy are like terms. Even though the order of the literal factors is different, but their powers are same. So both of these are like terms. And then we have minus 6. Now we combine together all the like terms. 10y square remains 10y square. Minus 6x square remains minus 6x square. 10y minus 6y becomes 4y. 4x plus 9x becomes plus 13x. Minus 15yx and 4xy becomes minus 11xy, and minus 6 remains as it is. So this is the final product that we get after multiplying the two given polynomials. For more information, you can visit the website www.masciacademy.com. For any queries, you can send an email to masci.academy@gmail.com. For more such videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if you like the video, don't forget to click the like button.